In today's video, we're going to be cooking the Chèvre Which Way But Loose burger from season 1, episode 4 of Bob's Burgers, titled Sexy Dance Fighting.
I love this restaurant. You can't abandon the things you love just because of sexy dance fighting.
If I were a hamburger, you'd come watch me fight. Good job, Bob.
So today we're doing another goat cheese burger. This cookbook absolutely loves them. Gyro is definitely one of the more unique characters in Bob's Burgers, and I feel like maybe he's a little bit underutilized. So let's give him the respect he deserves, get the ingredients out, and start making this delicious burger. Let's rattle them off. Goat cheese, fresh parsley, fresh thyme, rosemary, so herby, followed by dried oregano, a large cucumber, garlic, a cool looking tomato with some nice coloring, a head of lettuce, some mayo of choice. You already know I went with Duke's because it's my fave. With the meat prepped, let's start working on our goat cheese mixture, as well as prepping our tomatoes and our onion, and then once that's done, then we can cook our patty. Slicing into this tomato on a hot summer day has me feeling really good about life.
Oh, you should kill yourself.
Yeah!
Whoa, unnecessary. I'm just trying to spread some positivity.
Oh, sick!
Anywho, it's going to be a very garlicky burger today. It even asked for us to put some garlic in our patty, which is just bonkers.
All right, sounds good, honey.
Definitely not complaining because I love me an overwhelming amount of garlic, but it's the first time it's been requested. I actually had to mince up all of this twice because for the first time in my YouTube career, I forgot to hit record the first time, and I felt like a dum-dum.
Oh, it's even more stupid than you could possibly imagine.
But that's alright, because I'm sure I'm going to make a lot of mistakes as I steer this channel towards 1 million subscribers one day. That's right, I have big dreams, goals, ambitions.
Hey, you can't do that. Just hit me with your hair.
Everyone knows I'm bald under this hat, Bob.
Stop that!
Oh my gosh, it's not me, I swear.
Booty tape!
As we continue on prepping our herbs, we try to keep things tidy, especially on the cutting board. The visuals are just as important as the taste after all. Now let's bust out my favorite herb of all.
I don't get it. I mean, what am I looking at here?
It's thyme, which in my personal opinion is one of the most powerful ingredients in the world. Just a little bit can transform a steak, broth, or in this case, cheese mixture, into something incredible. Rosemary is pretty versatile too, but I'd be lying if I said it was on the same level as thyme.
I'm so embarrassed.
Alright, with the herbs prepped, we can slowly get started on slicing up our cucumber. I'm not sure why this one came wrapped in its own cocoon of plastic, but for whatever reason, it was the only type available at my grocery store. Cooking is all about adapting and going with the flow. Sometimes you have to make do with what's available, which can oftentimes end up being pretty fun.
So much fun.
I am deviating a little bit from the recipe due to the other ingredients here. It wants us to cut thin slices to place on top of the burger, but since I am already adding slices of tomato and onion, I plan to mince it up and add it to the cheese mixture.
It's the beginning of a great thing.
It's time to slice up our onion, and for a tempo change. Going with a red onion for the sharp taste. Once it's prepped, we can move on to our mixture. It's looking good, so let's get it out of here.
You get out of here, you hear me? Never look back!
Let's begin creating our goat cheese herb garlic mayo mixture. I cut open the packaging on the cheese a little too small, so my best option for getting it out was brute strength, as the scissors were already put back in the drawer and I wasn't about to walk over there. As you can see, we're just adding all of our prepped ingredients into the bowl before we mix everything together. I thought seeing all of the green from the herbs with the white of the cheese and the mayo was a nice touch. A lot of good textures and flavors were coming alive. This is also when the dried oregano came into play. I thought about adding in some dried basil as well to really run the gauntlet, but decided that might be overkill. Let's mix it up and try to get it as smooth as possible. After a decent amount of time, we got it to a nice consistency so we can move on to prepping our meat patty. Work it like a puppet and get a nice round form that you're content with.
He's beautiful.
No crazy seasonings, just the basic salt and pepper should do before adding in some minced garlic here in a second. I repeat this a lot in my videos, but it's still nice to look at. It makes me hungry every time. To get the meat coated in the seasoning, I like to roll it around.
Tina, if you're gonna lay on the floor, at least roll around so I don't have to mop up later.
It might not be the most efficient method to season my meat, but it's kind of interesting. Now we need to stay strong and really get that garlic in there. Alright, everything is prepped. We just need to get this onto a hot cast iron pan, cook it up, and hopefully it turns out as delicious as everything smells in this kitchen right now.
That smells exotic, like ranch dressing.
So let's make our way over to the stovetop and let's do some amazing feast on film cooking. This burger is coming together, and you could even make the claim that we're on the home stretch. But a burger is nothing without a perfectly cooked patty, so that's just what we'll do. So some of the garlic did fall out immediately, but the patty's still doing the best it can. No matter what, I'm always gonna support and be proud of it.
What? She did better than Neil. That kid was a mess out there.
Hey!
Oh, you know it's true.
The patty's coming along, cooking up nicely, and it's looking absolutely stunning. A couple of flips, and we might just get the perfect level of crispiness. We're almost done, just one final step. It's not that dramatic, just buns. We want them toasted up because that's just the best way to do it. Perfect, now let's build our burger. Start with the bottom bun, then a good bit of our nice green lettuce, followed by our juicy patty, and then a good spoonful of our cheese mixture. Add in some sliced tomato, top that with our onion slices, and then complete with the top bun. Just incredible work, everyone. All right, the burger is done. It looks fantastic. I'm actually starving, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite and just tell you how it tastes. Bottoms up. So good, so flavorful, so many complex and distinct flavors that really combine well together. It's a very garlicky, salty burger, but it's neutralized a lot by the goat cheese, and all the textures came together really well as well with the crunchiness from the lettuce. So I'm gonna go ahead and rate it. It's gonna come in really high. I'm going to give it a 9.45 out of 10. Probably the best goat cheeseburger I've made so far. So that pretty much wraps it up. Thanks for coming back and watching another video. I'll see you again soon. Peace. Thanks for feasting with me today, and please subscribe if you liked what you saw.